morning, welcome back to my channel. Let's make supper together. For supper, I am making chopped chutney. The recipe for my chopped chutney is inspired by Perima's Kitchen. You can check her out on YouTube or TikTok. She has really nice recipes there. She explains everything super nicely, so it's super easy. Anyways, let's go and make supper before my husband comes from work. Let me show you all the things that you will need in order to make chopped chutney. Oil, ginger and garlic, cinnamon sticks and some whole jeera. This is optional. I just like adding this. 2 onions. My onions are very small, so I got more. 4 to 5 tomatoes, sugar. The sugar helps with the acidity, so when you have a curry or a chutney that you're using tomatoes, it helps to put some sugar so then it evens it out and breaks it up a bit, so you don't suffer too bad with indigestion. And you'll need some green chilies, some curry leaf, coriander, masala and turmeric and any other spices that you like to use. Salt to taste. Toss your lamb. Stove on and I put the oil in it and it's getting hot. Once it gets hot, I'm gonna put in the ginger and garlic, cinnamon stick and whole jeera. That do what it needs to, and while all of that is happening, I'm gonna rush and cut the chops. My eyes is crying because my mother-in-law loves me. Onions told me so. It's hot now. I don't know if you can hear it's sizzling, so I'm gonna put in my chops and I'm gonna put in my masala, give it a nice mix, put the stove on low and then let it cook. It is just going to cook. I'm going to cover it with the lid, but I just wanted to show you how it looks. I put in the chops, I put in turmeric, masala, and I also added in the salt to taste. The lid is on for it to cook. Easy this recipe is because it's only onions, tomato, sugar and green chilies and coriander that's left in this recipe. I'm gonna leave it for 25 minutes for it to cook in and do what it needs to, and then once it's done in 25 minutes we are going to add the onions and the tomatoes and the green chilies and the curry leaf and then leave it to cook. And then once that's done, we just garnish it with coriander and our chopped chutney is finished. So if you thought chopped chutney was hard to make, today you can see that it's not that hard to make. It's super easy to do and even you can go and try it. Onions, chilies and curry leaf in, and I'm now cutting my tomatoes. And I realized while I was looking at my meat that I don't need that many tomatoes for my meat. So with cooking, once you get used to it, you'll actually see what you need more of, what you need less of. Eventually be able to actually see by your pot how many tomatoes you need, how many onions you need and stuff. I won't say I'm a professional at cooking, but I do know when to take out things, when to add things, and you only get that from doing it more and more. You know how much I cut myself while I'm cooking? That is another thing you must get used to. When you're cooking, you're gonna get cut. What can I do? My food is so tasty, I can't stop cooking. Put the tomatoes in, gonna give it a good mix and then leave it to cook for another 10 minutes. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so now the chopped chutney is done and that is how it looks. I garnish it with some coriander. It's ready to be eaten and I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to try making some chopped chutney. Super easy, I told you, it's so easy. Anyways, love you, bye.